Okay, it's a green Gwen. You know what's happening here. There is a Viego on the enemy team, but this one isn't quite as cursed. So, up against Morde-Kaiser. Morde-Kaiser has Flash, Ignite, Conqueror. We have Conqueror. Now, you might be wondering, green Gwen, tank Gwen, why no Grasp of the Undying? I'll tell you what. We'll do that in a Brainfart build, sure, why not? But the whole idea here is that Gwen already has her built-in Demonic Embrace. She is a Demonic Embrace. Her passive is a Demonic Embrace. So you don't need to build one. Right, so we're just going to go tanky, and we're just going to do tons of damage over time by virtue of being alive. With Conqueror, you're going to get the extra AP in order to do extra percentage max health damage. It's going to add a little bit anyway. And then we can do extra true damage and scale all of Gwen's kit. She actually has good scalings. People say they're terrible because people don't know what they're talking about. It scales on everything, and you have to account for the passive and the damage all at once, like the flat damage, the passive addition, the true damage, and etc. And just how many hits there are. And Mord's going to keep trying to do that in this laning phase. It's going to be boring at first because it's Gwen laning. That's just what it is. So, with regards to that, Grasp instead, sure, it would give you some health, but it's only flat damage. The sustain in a sustained fight isn't going to be as good, and it's only going to be good for poking, and we don't really want to risk doing that with our E anymore with Gwen. She's not a Fiora. You can't really do that in most matchups. Like this Morde, I'd just die. I'd have no escape. And using W for a cheeky grasp proc is just not worth it. If I'm going to go for a cheeky poke on someone, I'm going to use Q. Not only that, but the flat damage from the grasp is just not going to be good enough. Now, he goes for the Viego, and Morde comes to help, but I'm coming in as well. Viego, no, what's his name? Morde-Kaiser already used his Q. Now, Nautilus is going to use... Noxern is going to use his Q to get away. We're going to go ahead and use that grasp. Oh my god, the ghost! All these words, they aren't coming out right. And wave clear with our Q. We even have a nice fat wave that Morde-Kaiser is going to have to miss here. Because it's not 5 minutes yet, I don't go for the tower plate. Because it's... I won't do damage to the tower. Remember what we said last replay. Last tank Gwen replay, anyway. He goes for the smash. He does land it, actually. Then he goes for that. I'm going to go for a cheeky minion here. Going to press W because he's going to get enough hits to get his passive off. In fact, he does have passive, but it's not showing. Thank you, Riot Games. Very cool. So, okay, we're just going to have no idea when Morde-Kaiser's passive is on. Okay. I don't have any particles disabled on, like, LOL Director or anything. It's like when Teleport doesn't display, I guess. Also, this is bugged. There we go. So our first item is QSS. I love doing this against Morde-Kaiser because I fucking hate him. It really defangs him and lets you actually have some freedom. So you're able to just engage on someone and be like, hey, no. Also, this is ranked, by the way. I forgot to mention. Whereas the last game was a normal. This one was like, okay, sure, I'll play Tank Gwen in ranked. Let's give it a go. And, well, it's a replay with a thumbnail and I'm talking about it. So it's probably pretty good, right? Trying to get the farm here. Now, he does win straight-up fights at this point. With ultimate, I think I can do a bit better in throwing him off. But if he plays right, he'll do a bit more damage kind of in the short run and in the long run. It's a dangerous game. I have no AP, no health. Minion damage will add into. You can see I'm willing to try and give him a Q trade there, and it does kind of work in my favor. He's going to use his W heal, which is pretty pathetic. Nocturne is around. We've still got it frozen at my lane. He Qs that. I'm waiting for an E. Please E me, sir. But as he goes in for this Q, that's when Nocturne decides to go in. And we're going to do a lot of front-loaded damage with the ults before he goes into the Death Realm. And in replay, you can just kind of see them in Death Realm, and I just throw an R here just in case. And then we can use the last one to wave clear with Q as well. Now we can go for the tower plate before recoiling and letting the wave kind of start resetting back to me. Got our Bammy Cinder and our boots. We can't afford the Sork boots, so we're not going to go for them right now. We've got the QSS, that's 1,300 well spent at least. It's magic resist against Morde, which is great. We're going tanky anyway, and means that he cannot put us in a Death Realm. Now I'm going to wave clear this a little to put it down to 4 minions. It did a bit too much damage, so this will end up slow pushing, but it's okay because Morde is just going to keep having to Q through the minions to try and hit me, and that's going to push the wave back. So it's completely fine. We have complete control. All we want to do is farm, and I could be doing it better. I miss minions all the goddamn time. I think you know that too. And just going to waste around. Mordekaiser's disappeared, so we're going to go ahead, push the wave a little. He comes back. Looks like he was doing crab or something. Viego comes in. Hits me under the tower and gets completely out-traded. And for some reason they're up here. I'm just going to sit back, wait for them. They are going to actually break the freeze and pop down the Rift Herald to do some damage. I'm throwing my ults out. Unfortunately, miss it on both of them here, but we land this one on Morde. This is quite nice. He does go into the Death Realm with Nocturne, which I'm going to have to keep announcing because you can't really see it. Nocturne's going to out-AD him with the Q there. Mordekaiser even... Sorry. Wow. What's his name? Malzahar. I wanted to say, like, Melandries, like, because he's got Leandries and he starts with M. Like, my brain is just not working today. Okay, now we've got the Sork Boots. We're prioritizing that over the rest of... Or the Cloth Armor, I guess, because we got the No Magic, which is going to help us against Morde. Okay. And we get the second dragon, the Infernal Dragon. Now, we got this control board here for some reason. It looks like mine. But why is that there? Did I put that there? Like... Yeah, that's mine. Like, why did I put that there? Whatever. I don't remember that. Morde was attacking it. Maybe we're playing Fisherman Gwen. Bonk. Here comes the lane, and we're farming. Let's speed through this, shall we? So we can get to the interesting tank bits, because we are literally just, you know, farming against a Mordekaiser who keeps pushing. There's really not much to say. If he pushed less, we'd attempt to freeze. If he pushed more, we'd push back a little better. As you can see, we ended up wave clearing a little too hard, so now it's pushing his direction, but it's okay, he's going to keep bonking. Because he keeps bonking, that allows me to attack him and cause this kind of push here, because I don't really mind. But he gets baited here. He's not going to ult this time. He's just going to die. Going to wait for more wave. Wave clear. Pop, tower. Push further. Look into the blue jungle, because Viego's down there again. Start taking more stuff. You can see it takes a while to kill Gromp though, because that damage against monsters is lowered since a few patches ago. And here's our Frostfire. Now enemies cannot escape. And we're going to start building up that extra mythic health as we build more legendary items. Pushing further because Mordekaiser seems desperate to roam and he doesn't have teleport. Going to go ahead, push this. Wait a little bit. Mordekaiser comes in anyway. I was going to say wait for our minions to get a bit closer. That's so we can get one big wave. Now, Nocturne goes straight in, and we're going to front load our damage again with the triple R to lower Morde's damage before he can potentially go Death Realm. Now, Nocturne's got a Kraken Slayer and 7 kills, so I'm pretty sure he's fine. But we should be doing that anyway, just in case. Yeah, you know, what if he decides to ward 7 times in the Mordekaiser realm instead of attacking? Going to attack this. We're waiting on the Crab Vision there, I see. That's another Rift Herald. We fill mana, go catch the wave. Good song, and then kill this wave. And with the enemies not here and the enemies on Dragon, I'm going to push a little further. You can see the rest of our minion wave coming, so just kind of slowly push. Throw that at the enemy team, look for a Gromp, it's not there, heartbroken. And here we go, Spectre's Cowl, Kindle Gem going into Abyssal Mask. Abyssal Mask is basically a damage item at this point because of the pen. And we've already got our Frostfire, so we have health that scales it already. It's not maxed, but it's still good. It's a similar argument to buying something like Wit's End when you don't need the magic resist. In this case, we also need the magic resist, so it's really good. Speaking of which, Wit's End on Gwen would be okay, but flat AD isn't really valued, at least currently in this meta, especially when we're not going to build any kind of armor pen. I guess it could be okay on some kind of weird Divine Sunderer Gwen, but of course there are much better champions to take Divine Sunderer. I accept that, even if it is kind of funny to see it on Gwen. Mordekaiser, I need to stop speeding at the wrong points, because I see Mordekaiser and I'm just like, okay, this time you're dead. I ult him, I go for it. He didn't ult me, so I didn't use QSS. At least that's what the replay says. Now he's over here. Here's Ari, and we get a nice little reaction. Unfortunately, bad reaction on the Q, and I have to disengage her here. She's going to try and get the Everfrost, but Mal's Chad with the Flash is going to get the ult on the Ari. but unfortunately died to Viego, and there's nothing I can do about it. But he was happy for it. He said, you know, saved the shutdown. So what an absolute Giga Chad I honored Malzahar at the end. Anyway, 205, QSS, Abyssal Mask. It's called Mask, right? Yeah. Helm was Adaptive Helm, RIP. And our Frostfire and our Sork Boots. So we got plenty of Magic Pen. Currently we've got the 18, is it 18? Yeah, 18 on here and 17 on here. That's basically true damage against anyone with base 30 Magic Resist, which unfortunately doesn't exist anymore thanks to their durability update. But we're getting them pretty close. If we were to add on Shadow Flame, then we'd be doing true damage, but that's not what we're building. We're building Tank Gwen. So we make Ari ult that way and then juke out her other stuff. We're going to go ahead, wait for this guy in the Death Realm so we can throw some needles at him, snip him down. You see his health just decrease there. Unfortunately, Ari does get reset on her ult because Malzahar died, and she got an assist. Our bot lane is not doing well. In fact, there was a point at this when this Jinx was just kind of standing here, AFK or disconnected. I remember that, and then they're able to push bot and hib. It's not looking too good. Luckily, we're doing okay. 206. That could be, you know, 800, but it's all good. We're tanky. And because our team is just kind of stuck on the defense, we're going to go ahead and push top lane, get some more CS, get some more XP. Much more than this Morde's getting, because he's just constantly trying to do some stuff. You see, I needle the spot where Mordekaiser was to let him know that he shouldn't go there anymore. Totally not just bad accuracy. You can see that I'm kind of holding my R and my Q there so I can make sure the Q lands with the R slow. And also for him to do like a cast animation or something. It looks like he's going to win, but then he doesn't. And then we burst him and then we Conqueror and then we kill him. He's got the Thorn Mail, which is reducing my healing. He's got the Tabbies that he rushed for some reason. Probably more concerned for Nocturne than me, I guess. And the Riftmaker giving him some healing. If we were to buy an Oblivion Orb, it would be much worse for him. You can see we're going for Cosmic Drive again as our next item. Again, it's going to give us the move speed. It's going to give us the health. It's going to give us the ability haste, the ever so lovely ability haste, to get even more passive procs that are all going to be strengthened by Magic Pen. Mort's just going to run away from me at this point. He's like, yeah, that's your grump, mate. Have it. Just leave me alone. Gonna go for the wolves as well. Kind of inviting enemies to hit me at this point. I'm like a really big top laner. I'm level 16. Mord's level 13. Most of the enemies are actually level 15 at the moment. I don't know what's going on there with the like lanterns. That was really weird. All the torches, I guess. Here's our two level 15s. We're gonna go take him out. We've already used our ultimate, so we don't have that for Viego, but he's quite squishy. It's okay. We're just penetrating through the rest of this stuff. Mal's going to come in. I'm going to go over the wall. And we're going to escape together. He's even going to tank the Ari for me. What an absolute Giga Chad. Love him. Back we go. And that's a Cosmic Drive. Ability Haste, Ability Power. Some of the first ability power we got in the game. And we're going to use it for good. Level 17 now after that fight with the Viego. We are so huge, and it's at this point I'm like, you know, I should probably just kill the enemy. Here's this Samira giving us so much trouble with 13 kills. I'm just going to go ahead, hit her real hard. Here comes Nocturne. Now, I'm tanking a lot, and it's taking a long time for team to come in. There's a Lux ult. Not our... No, it is our Lux. Again. Viego goes to me. Malzahar, the Giga Chad, goes to the Peel. I'm going to try and just kind of hit from a distance here, but now I'm low. I have to recall. I do have teleport to get back here. But our team, our Lux is like melee mode, and Ari's going to chase them down. So by the time I teleport, there's not much I can do in comparison to what I can defend here. If I was to go there, if I was to teleport, I'd have no way back. Lee Sin would be able to push the inhibitor to it, as he was clearly intending. So a bit of a fork from the enemy team. They're going to get Dragon whilst we get, you know, well, I choose to defend top lane. If the team fight went a bit better, maybe we could do it real quick, and then I could recall while we do Dragon. And get both, but that's a huge gamble. It's like, sure, take your Mountain Dragon. It's not Soul, so it's not that bad. Pushing the top side. Again, I'm level 18. Don't talk about that Q. Gonna drag this into the bush and get it. Viego's here. I'm gonna pop W to try and get some extra resistance. And wow, he's gonna kick me away from there, and he's gonna Q through. You can see we're getting a healing on the R and the Q, and the tank stats are helping, but we are ignited and collected. Ignite, right? Or red smite? One of the two. No, he's got blue smite. No idea then. Red buff, maybe. Either way, that was kind of funky. Got a bit of an ARAM going, and at this point I'm like, yeah, I'm level 18, maybe I should teamfight. I'm also a tank. Now we've used our QSS to turn into Mercurial, or what's this called? Quicksilver? Sash? No, Silver Mid-Horn. Little bit of a Lux poke with the ultimate. Viego just kind of goes in, he's going to get absolutely penned down. But I'm using my needles to go right through them and into the Samira here, who is going to go into the Lux and get killed. Flash kill the Ahri. Enemy team has a Mordekaiser right now, who is going to try and get this flank. So I'm going to keep him off all the Lee Sin does stuff. The Lee Sin is actually a little more dangerous. Now this Lee Sin is support, by the way, and he's actually done a real good job. He's got the Collector, he's 9-7. I'm just going to camp him there. And the Lux with the Death Cap support is going to win, because what is a utility support? What is an enchanter? No one even knows anymore. Pop the inhib. Back we go for Baron. Need to defend the bot inhib though. We're kind of communicating here that we're going to go for Baron, but we don't, because I wanted to teleport if we were there, but no one's there, so I can't teleport, so it's like, ah, that sucks. Here's our bot lane farm, oh, my bot lane farm, and you can see we've got a second Spectre's Cowl going for Spirit. The enemy has some strong AP, they got the Mordekaiser, they got the Ahri, so I decided to get more healing. I don't want armor, because I don't think I need it, I can just avoid the AD damage. Well, I'm not going to be focused anyway because I'm a tank. Armor wouldn't be bad though. It definitely wouldn't be bad. There's just not as many good kind of AP or health armor items as there are for like AP or, well, magic resist. And Spirit increases healing, which is going to increase my effective HP against them anyway, so it's fine. Now the enemies are all focusing me, they're all chasing me, the glorious, glorious tank Gwen. I've got to back up a bit more. Malzahar's in death realm, I think. In fact, I just have to back in general. Jinx gets a kill on them all. Is nice. I'm going to heal. And then go back. I wanted to race Lee Sin to Dragon. I'm going to look at it. And I'm going to try and kind of mind game him here. And he, Lux is just going to get caught. Like, she goes way too close to him. And now that needle, you just saw that. Apparently didn't hit him. So we're going to proc his spell shield, then we're going to kill him here. Going to use the Q as Viego charges in here. Nocturne coming in as well. Doing our true damage on him. Now he does physical damage, so he does hurt me. That's what I was on about with the armor. But we have 200 armor, by the way. We don't even have, like, an armor item. We have the Frostfire only. I have 173 now. So we get armor from RW. Go for Baron because we can do it so quickly as Gwen. Baba Booey. Back. More XP to be gained. And we've also got our spirits. Baron buff those. Get the elixir. I didn't get the XP. Also I'm level 18. What am I talking about? And here we go. ARAM. Please. Waiting for the team. Team all here. The inhib's already gone. We can see someone's pushing the bot side. So we're going to catch that as well. With the Baron, we're going to be able to get the inhib again, because it's just respawned, I just noticed. Get a bit of a Lux ultimate poke again, because she can do that. Take a look around. Lee Sin lands a Q. He considers going on. You can see the cogs turning there. Now, unfortunately, Malzahar gets caught by Viego, and he doesn't jump out of the Malzahar costume there, so he's just going to die. Gonna take some hits from Ahri here. You can see they're bunched up, and I'm kind of getting close to her. And he decides finally to put me in the death realm, and I use my QSS to get out. Takes me a second though. Catch the Samira, catch the rest. Now we can continue our onslaught. Pushing forward a bit with these minions here. Everyone else went back. That's okay. We know that Morde and Ahri are alive, and Ahri was low, so she's gone. I'm gonna go ahead and wave clear this. And you can see I don't have the voice staff now, and I'm actually kind of taking a while to kill these minions. He doesn't have Hullbreaker or anything. That's just the downside against like minions and monsters, I think. Or is it just monsters? Since we're relying so hard on that max health damage, things with low max health are not going to do much. We take that out with the ult. Also we see these two lined up, so I'm just going for it. You know Ari doesn't have ult right now, so we're going to go for it as well. Now he goes for the flash on the Ari. It's kind of overzealous a little bit, and her ult is now up. I try and chase her, but it is an Ari. Nocturne's going to go on that instead. And you cannot dodge that with no matter how many times you ult. Going for the Morde here, whilst Jinx just kind of gets murdered. But as a result, Viego is a bit squishy on the Jinx. Oh, the Lux ult just missing everyone. And now his Ligma balls on the Nocturne. This is a dangerous fight. That fear. 1, 2, 3. So fucking long. A little bit more healing there, and Lux helping is going to help us. And we're just going to bait and juke around a little bit. That's going to help Lux not die to Viego as he's trying to save things for me. On 1 health, I need to back because Samira's alive. And now we buy Dead Man's Place instead of Boots. This worked last game, so I thought, it'll work this time. Little did I know. So, pushing. Now look. Oh, hang on. Why? We're not damaging the minions here. As at that point, I made a bit of a realization, but we're going fast enough and we're going to do damage, so it's fine. I EW here to tank the dragon, I guess. Wasn't very good. I'm going to jump over to the Ari. She's ulting. That's okay. That's a death realm from the Morde. So we're just going to throw our R's at the enemies hiding in the bushes. He should be coming out any moment now. There we go. Take him out. Up to the mid lane. Now we've kind of split off here because we're just kind of chasing them into this kind of hard to see area. Lux also is going to hit this one. Whilst the rest of us are trying to push and get that inhibitor down. Baron's gone. But we do have Mountain Soul. With the inhibitor down, there's no need to push any further. So I didn't give it to Mouse. I should have. Going to rotate to the top side and then be like, well, I mean, they can't do anything. So we call a Baron. Since they're going to be defending mid inhib. Now bot lane is looking kind of bad, but it's okay. Jinx is there. Going to recall. Now I realize, yeah, I'd like some Magic Pen actually, and I sold Cosmic for Void Staff. We're keeping our Mercurial for the Malzahar. Even though we could absolutely destroy Mordekaiser in his own ultimate, I want to be able to give the damage to where I want it. We could have went for the Mercurial instead for the crit, but the health is much more valuable as going by the theming of everything else, and helps us, of course, keep this Abyssal Mask max. Now we catch this Samira off to the side. She is with this kind of trap in the bushes. We're going to throw our scissors out. Not our scissors, our needles. And unfortunately, Samira did go into the Guardian Angel, giving her a little extra life. Ari is just going to do some minor damage to the side. Give me a little bit of a CC chain. We just press W, she runs away. Back we go. Got that mountain shield. Viego says top diff. Mordekaiser says some shit. Oh yeah, they were talking shit. Like, Morde was talking shit about Viego. And Viego was talking shit about top. Anyway, that was our game of 310 CS 9126. Full tank, kind of. Full tank and Magic Pen Gwen. It's a very fun build, and I would recommend it if you like Gwen. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.